can use oils all the way through pregnancy, childbirth, and as newborns. And as I said, my favourite resource is that Stephanie Fritz, the Essential Midwife. She has a website where she's got some really nice tools as well. And so there's a few other websites that I thought were really useful. This Oil Babies is also another useful website that had these kind of things.
What's it called?
Oil Babies.
Oil Babies, thank you.
And so she goes through each trimester and which oils are best for that trimester. But in terms of, so the resources, there's quite a few available. The ones I use the most are roller bottles for babies. So if I talk to you through about babies first, and then we'll go back to pregnancy, because it seems maybe the wrong way around, but I think a lot of you are more likely to be using these with babies rather than pregnancy right now. So there's more babies around you than pregnancy. So there's these rollable recipes I find really, really helpful, because the main thing, these are from Essential Oil Supplies. I just borrowed one of their copies because I have these at home. And I've made up a little keychain completely for my baby, so it's all diluted to the right amounts, so it's safe for me to use. I've got a 6-4. Okay.
You can expand it up to a
Done. Finished.
That was 1 minute. That was 1 minute. That was 7 minutes.
So the main thing is the right dilution is the key thing with babies and during pregnancy. So I've diluted them all, so you can just have them with you, all of them. So you've got all different, like calming. So I have one that's calming for sleep. The ones I use the most are for sleep, teething.
So we need that.
So you can get this, from Essential Oil Supplies. So whether it's online or at the shop,
For babies.
it comes with a sticker, like with the stickers, and then you can do it on rollables or on sprays.
Yeah.
The advantage of sprays is that they can't swat you away when they get old enough to kind of get an opinion about this. Most of the time, one of my favourite things to do with my baby is use a rollable on the top of his head, literally like a crown. And if he's getting agitated, then he kind of just, he goes like, and it's amazing. And so I use Roman chamomile and lavender or serenity in that way, and it just calms him right down. So that's one of my favourite things to do. The key again is dilution. That's the way to use. So everything that you currently use, you can mostly use the same things, just dilute it. So it's usually 1 drop, and then the rest diluted for most of the recipes. I do use some oils neat, like frankincense and lavender. I use neat, myrrh. So follow now logically. So if we go back to pregnancy, so during pregnancy, these are kind of the recommendations for the first trimester. There's one for each trimester, which I found, I know they're not in order. That was the second, there's the first, and there's the third. You can totally take photos of any of these. You can equally find these online, so you can Google. No, the Oil Babies, yeah. But it's in My Babies, I don't have my own. Oil Babies, yes, from the Oil Babies website. But the main thing with each of these is that, and what it highlights on all of the websites, is actually using the Lifelong Vitality Pack throughout pregnancy to support your balanced health
Can I say something?
and the baby.
Because I've been telling my daughter that she should do that.
Yeah.
Especially because she had a detached retina, which is very unusual. And I said, well, you need something for that, but you need to take this first.
Absolutely.
She has been to the doctor about it. He said, no, you shouldn't take. It's got the levels of vitamin D are too high. You shouldn't take. They worry about high levels of vitamin D in pregnancy, and so for that reason, she's not.
In the UK, we're not going to have an issue with that. Yeah, well, this has been
Apparently, doctors in Oxford are telling people
that they can't have it.
Because they know
Because she works with thousands of pregnant women. And my personal experience, I mean, her experience is incredible. Obviously, it's way more. My personal experience is that, so with the 3, I've had 2 pregnancies without using the oils or Lifelong Vitality in the 3rd. And after the 2nd pregnancy, I had quite a lot of difficulties and complications with pelvic girdle pain, and I won't spend any time on that. But long story short, I ended up in a wheelchair, so I was definitely quite damaged. I wouldn't have been having another baby. So when I did get pregnant for the 3rd time and saw the midwife, she said, so you're doing this again? And looked at me as if I was really stupid. And so actually I had the best pregnancy out of the 3. I was using the 3 Lifelong Vitality Pack and DDL Prime. It was the strictest that I've ever been during pregnancy, potentially out of desperation. But I had the best pregnancy by far. I mean, I did the school run till the last day, till the day he was born. This is one of my friends on the school run.
You see, this is American,
Yeah.
and there is a growing feeling amongst a lot of midwives, especially midwives who are aromatherapists, that this is the world of.
Oh, is that
Okay.
So it's just freedom of choice and
It was just me
information.
saying, take these, and her
Yeah.
saying, I'll just check with the doctor, and the doctor saying vitamin D or the midwife.
But it's up to an individual where they choose to go, and you
I know
can
it
present
is.
information and
Yeah,
people can make an
exactly.
informed
Yeah.
She does obviously need it.
Yeah.
Everybody was optimising.
But when a
vitamin
doctor
D,
says you'll
but
increase
mean,
the risk
so-
of birth defect with
Yeah.
that, which
Well,
is
they're never going to do
scaremongering.
anything,
Of course
absolutely.
not, but it's
No.
just an individual has to feel empowered to make
Yeah,
that choice.
absolutely. From my perspective, I just feel like more nutrition and more superfoods is not going to do anyone any harm, most especially the baby, but definitely me as well.
So speaking about hold up.
Yeah.
Speaking about lifelong vitality,
Yeah.
it's really important to point out to people that there's nothing synthetic in this, because people go out and they buy like prenatal vitamins and they're full of folic acid,
Yes.
or they're taking
Yes.
folic acid, and it's not been proved. But I work with breastfeeding consultants, and there's a hypothesis that there's a link between folic acid that's being given to women and tongue tie, which we're seeing an epidemic of. I've started volunteering in breastfeeding groups, and my son's 10, and there was nothing like the amount of tongue tie around just 10 years ago when my baby was born. And now it's like every other woman who walks in the door is suffering, or their baby's suffering from tongue tie, and it's really affecting their ability to latch. And one hypothesis may be because of folic acid. So this is folate.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
we really need is folate, but folic acid is
Yeah,
synthetically
folate.
produced. And every other brand of prenatal vitamins you look at is just full of
Folic acid,
obviously.
yeah.
All the rest of it you can know is going to be synthetic. That's just one way of easily seeing, is this synthetic or is this natural? And this is all natural, nothing synthetic.
Yeah.
And they don't actually go for mega high doses of vitamin D or vitamin A or anything,
I
because they
like
know
D.
that you'll absorb it, because they blended it with essential oils.
Yeah.
So most of the high doses, 80% of it will go straight through your system.
She's telling me she's been told
This-
not to eat mackerel.
Yeah, well that's
Natural
also
delivery.
that.
Not the
That's
mercury.
That's because of the mercury.
It's not. It's because of vitamin D. She told me. She said,
Because here you get the omega oils, you get the fish oils, but it's been filtered, so
know,
the mercury is removed.
it's not because of mercury. It's because of vitamin D. So I'll have a go at her.
I would just challenge the doctor a little bit, and but even look on PubMed. I think it's really important to go and have a look at some of the evidence as well. At some of the studies, this one is very much based on studies. So if you want to have a look and see some of the references, this is another book, another maternity essential oils for maternity. What you'll find is that a lot of the times they don't know about essential oils in pregnancy. Or they only know about the baseline essential oils. So no, that's not safe. And so that's what you'll often find on websites or in books to say do not use essential oils during pregnancy, because absolutely right, you don't want chemicals going into your body at that point. So it's really important. This is doTERRA, and she says that. Yes.
And I'm a hypnobirthing instructor, and the big thing I say to women is just stop, pause, and check in with your intuition.
Yes.
Because you've got so much coming from people like ourselves, people like doctors, people everything, and you've got to just stop and check in with your intuition, and that will lead people to where they need to be.
She really feels anxious.
Balance, give us some balance.
But then they'll say no because of the intensity.
No, balance is definitely, there's a few. Balance I used a lot. Balance is the one I used during labour. My last was born not quite in the water because I didn't manage to get time to get in, but we had the shortest, I had like a 4-minute labour, and all I used was Balance on my lower back. Diluted in a roller bottle, and so that really helped to just alleviate the pain. And I am in no doubt whatsoever, because I've heard now many other women saying Balance and Wild Orange, but also that it's the part of the lifelong vitality pack that means that their labour progresses more effectively, so it becomes shorter, so that then it's actually having the impact it's meant to have. So rather than contracting for ages and then it's not dilating very much, it's dilating properly and successfully, The other thing that helps with that is Clary Sage. And so that's one that you can use at the end, not to be used before 37 weeks, because what Clary Sage, Clary Calm can be used, yeah. So what the thing that's written on some of the websites and some of the books is that Clary Calm is a much gentler, oh my goodness, it's the bell. Clary Calm is a gentle, so it's almost like lighting like a tiny light lamp, and it's just going to gently appease your hormones. Clary Sage, massive spotlight, and that is too intense after 37 weeks. So it will intensify anything that's starting to contract, which is why you don't want that to happen before 37 weeks. Yeah. Right, so it's super brief, but yeah.
People from aromatherapy backgrounds who get quite cross about a lot of things, and they will talk about blue tansy. Blue tansy amount and balance is so tiny. And if you look at Tisserand's book, he talks about the percentage, and it's well below the percentage. So that's a really good comeback. It's your session.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.